See what AVULUS. They're running out of time now. Gotta make a decision now, boys. It's high time to commit, and it will be the puck coming out for Mobe. Will be their final choice here. Pretty decent.
They really want this kill. Schofield, though, gets behind the trees. No vision for the Night Stalker. Oh, no, that's unfortunate. He gets it now, though. They still want this chase, but I don't know if they're going to get him. There is going to be one more void in a couple of seconds. He's eating a tango. Can he twin gate through? No way. He is dead. First blood going the way of Smiling Knights.
Trying to gate there is really... So the gyro's 21 and 9. Whisper actually with a decent amount of denies though with the 6. But see the pressure now mounting.
Dual breath. He's dead. He's dead. Well,
Schofield's pulling waves. I mean, what is he supposed to do, right? This is just an unwinnable lane, so you're getting what you can. And the mid lane up from 23 and 1 to only the 26 and 5. It's almost breaking even with the sniper. Now they find another kill. Schofield be roamed on by Desire. There's Night Stalker.
Shibe alone a little bit longer. You don't need Desire here 24/7. Actually, Desire might try to wrap onto Whisper. They're going onto a slaughter. He's dead. Homing missile's gonna chase him. They come in with the TP, but it's not gonna make a difference. In fact, it might lead to a double kill. Schofield, there's a creep wave right now, tanking all of the tower shots, and Schofield is certainly going to die. Escape act will be triggered out. He's gonna look for the neutral deny, and he'll get it. What a player. The Dark Troll Summoner shows up, helps out Heroic.
By how long Gyro's been missing for. So, analog. Well, Schofield will bite the bullet here, literally.
Good guy, Schofield. He sees that the enemy has spent so much time smoked. I don't want to waste your time, guys. So here's a little bit of gold. In the meantime, they go on to Desire in the top lane. And he's just TPing out? No way.
So in a lane matchup like this, where it's very much down to minute precision with last hitting and with very good understanding of lane micro, it might be a little bit on the short side on that one. Yuma, nice catch.
Very nice catch. They actually set him up so nicely because they were watching him for a while. Desire sat behind him waiting for the X to come back. Then they jump him. I don't even think the black hole is necessary, but Shibe is like, I haven't used the spell. Top lane. Let's see if living for Shibe will be possible. Literally impossible.
Yeah, he has a Vanguard. He's pretty tanky.
He's gonna still try for it though. He's losing his HP because of this corrosive haze. Let's see if they can counter this. Mobe shows up but doesn't have a blink of his own. So there is no immediate counterplay.
They are fast enough. What's it gonna cost them though? Here comes the counterplay.
Torment has been taken. Spotlight gets thrown out by Schofield, so he should know that the heroes are coming. There we go. Jump in. Dreamcoil onto 2. It's the cause. But there was a nice torrent with the Wheel of Wonder, stopping the gyrocopter from entering the fight. Now he's being plicked down by the sniper. Already, we do not have a gyro anymore. Night Stalker caught now in a very awkward position in the trees, trying to fly himself to safety. Somehow manages to do so, though. However, the courier of this Ringmaster will scout out Desire, but he's still fast enough, it seems. So he should be fine. Whisper, though, he says, nah, guys, we're not going to let this one go. This man has been torturing me. Misses the Slithering Crush, slightly out of range, and now slowed down by the Void. However, Desire cannot escape. The X marks the spot. Dragged back in position.
Well, Heroic are going to be too late for the Shrine, but they might be able to get the follow-up fight.
Fly's going to be the first one that comes out. Actually get the... Oh, my gosh. They get the Crush. Wheel of Wonder. Desire needs to get the hell out of here. The Shrine is going to be taken by Whisper and the life of this Night Stalker. The TP out from Flies, by some miracle, does actually succeed, as the Dream Coil from Mobe ensures that there's no further chase from Schofield. So they get the kill, they get the Shrine. Whisper would love to keep chasing, but the blink away from Mobe will ensure that he is safe.
Nouns is, excuse me, to say nouns because I just clicked on Fly. That's right. Nouns are back, baby. AVULUS is champion.
Oh, Desire, look what he found. He found Analog. Can they actually kill him? Okay, doesn't seem like it. He's going to get through the Twin Gate. Unfortunately, I don't think that Schofield is going to be as lucky. So, do what he can. Maybe he forces out a Dream Coil. He does indeed, so...
Jungles had to walk into the edge of the Roche Pit to see that ward, which doesn't make sense because you're not allowed to ward in the Roche Pit by Dota rules. You just can't do it. But apparently you can put it right on the brink of it. Anyway, that's for another time. Zibe
he found Zibe. Wheel of Wonder is out onto this Enigma. They're beating him down. Schofield, make sure they have the damage and they get him. Fly also taken out by the Kunkka. Behind him with the BKB active. Analog did lose quite a bit of HP while all this was happening, but with the defense matrix, he's going to be fine. And they could decide to jump further forward. They see there's still a BKB available from this gyrocopter, so kind of a dangerous engagement. And so far, they're not being completely outpaced in the roll department. Well, Fly is going to end up dead. There's the reveal of Whisper's young Orchid Malevolence. He will miss the Slithering Crush. And Schofield is like, what are you doing, man? I'm going to steal your kill.
I think Desire is going to break smoke here, and then we'll see what comes to pass. Desire. Going out. Nice break. Immediate Dark Ascension.
Mobe finds the 2-hero Dream Coil onto Kunkka and the Slaughter. There's going to be an escape back onto the Slaughter for now. Where's the rest of the follow-up? Gyro doesn't have his Swift Blink just yet, so doesn't have an easy path to engage this fight. Sniper trying to take out as much as possible. There's the Blink Black Hole. Kunkka and the Sniper, both of them caught, both of them killed. Big damage coming out. The double BKBs on Gyro and the Enigma meant they had no hope of getting out of this one. Schofield goes down a moment later.
Slaughter is important for that. Smiling Knight will complete big for crit simultaneously with the Sniper. Are they gonna die?
They get the range. They get the full shot, the ultimate out from the Sniper. Unfortunately, Gyrocopter shows up out of nowhere, puts in the right-click damage. They've already gotten the kill onto the Slaughter. Kunkka about to fall as well because him and the Ringmaster got caught by the Dream Coil. That's life number 1. As he returns, you will find that life number 2 doesn't have an easy way out. He does have a BKB, TP. Okay. Oh, cancel there with the Black Hole. Sibe very happy to commit this one. Of course you'll do this. They also cancel a TP away from the Tinker. So both of them will end up falling. A triple kill for Smiling Knight on his Gyrocopter. Wow.
This is a speed run to lose this game, unfortunately, going the way of Heroic. They might lose more now. Ringmaster. Okay, Mobe.
Actually get the silence out onto the puck, but he does have Yules. Wheel of Wonder will be there. He's still alive for now. Did he get the damage out onto this Ringmaster? Yes. Parasma, baby, good item. That being said, Sniper putting in some pressure onto him. Can he find the angle for the assassinate? Doesn't even need it. Just a couple of right clicks are enough damage. The team does nonetheless reveal or require the gem.
Yep, that's all right. If Heroic could find a fight again now, that would be potentially very big before the Gyro DPD is online. They're trying. Desire.
Gonna try to go onto Desire. They want this Night Stalker, and they are gonna get him. Look at the damage output from Analog. And now he's putting pressure onto the puck, forcing him away at the very onset of this fight. He actually goes towards the north, Mobe. A bit of confusion happening from them.
He's eyeing up the Yules now on the Night Stalker, but I think he would be wiser to buy BKB, considering Slaughter has the Nullifier. Oh, they found
get a Nullifier out onto Jakiro. Fly on the high ground, getting caught. He's actually going to go down to the Assassinate. At the same time, Smiling Knight putting in the damage with the Gyrocopter, forcing the Kunkka onto the low ground and killing off the Slaughter. Buyback coming in from the Slaughter, as well as the dual buyback from AVULUS supports. We are going to have a full-throated 5v5 around this Roshan pit. AVULUS, though, they smoke and go for the full wrap. Desire has Dark Ascension back online. Look who's standing at the forefront of the fight. It's the Sniper.
Oh,
this could be the worst-case scenario. They find the Sniper. He's gone for sure. Both him and Schofield literally die in the blink of an eye. And with Smiling Knight putting out this right clicks, Whisper about to fall as well. Mobe going to try and finish him off. Cannot manage to do so. Nice tidal wave from the Kunkka to protect him. Yuma is still alive, throwing back some damage in the opposite direction, hoping to threaten somebody, but they ignore him and just jump onto KJ, finding themselves the 3rd kill of this fight.
They need to find something with this smoke. If they are the ones to get jumped, the game is just over on the spot.
He also gets scanned. Mobe
coiled up.
Analog, gets him in the Dream Coil. Here comes the follow-up. Smiling Knight drops the Dream Coil ultimate down. Right next to the Kunkka. Yuma does have BKB at the ready, but it doesn't matter. The right-click damage of Smiling Knight is going to overwhelm him at this point. Whisper doing his best to try and get away. Unfortunately, he's now been scouted. Shebe finds him. Smiling Knight blinks in after him, and they are certainly going to get this kill. He's hoping against all hope that his blink cooldown will come back, but it will not. As we established yesterday, hope is a mistake, and he is now in the grave for 2 minutes without buyback.
They have all the advantages in the world. They have Aegis, they have Keys, they have Black Hole, Analog.
They feel you because they don't want to go for Megas. They want to go for the Jugular. Analog standing his ground. DKP active, throwing in the right flicks, and it's very effective with the Wheel of Wonder as well. Perfect placement from Schofield. It enables them to find the kill onto Mobe. Assassinate brings down Fly as well. 2 heroes down for the count. Spotlight trying to find Smiling Knight on the back edges. Unfortunately for them, the one hero that could have helped facilitate this chase is the only hero that's dead.
The advantage is still massively in AVULUS' favor. They will get another chance to go again. And with Dark Ascension, well, all right, not if he gets jumped first.
You have the Overseal Totem, though, to get him away from the Wheel of Wonder. And now Smiling Knight pushing forward. There's the black hole onto 4 heroes with Smiling Knight right next to him, throwing in the right-click damage. That's it. GG, well played is called. They even walk into the loss, walk all 5 heroes in just to give him the full team fight. There we go. Give him the tips.
Into a 5-man hole? I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah.
They're not ever really ahead, I think, in these games that they lose with these heroes. So I would much rather see them return to some other stuff that's been working better, like, say, Yuma on Morphling. You know, put him on the true carry, put Analog on. Okay, we have the Darkseer. It's good with Ember. We're going to run it, but now you're playing an unfavorable lane matchup into Dragon Knight, and you're playing against 2 instant stuns plus Arrow and Ursa Burst, and the only save you have is the box.
Ursa, of course, has been happily farming underneath the tower and now dragging a creep camp, or a creep wave into the camp, so he's still chilling. And every now and then they'll just come back, harass Schofield a bit, but now Schofield puts damage. He's gotten level 3. Level 2 Avalanche toss, baby, and Fly is not safe either. KJ made a twin gate rotation, Impalement odds, Tame the Beast, Iron Shell damage, and we have a double kill for Whisper on his Darkseer.
Might cost him Schofield at the end of all this with the Blood Grenade, but well worth it. He has a Fairy Fire. He still has spells.
Okay.
Mobs placed. Oh, the toss.
Oh my goodness, the toss back. There's
No
no
way
more
he
mana
lives
on
this.
Desire. Schofield is running, but Smiling Knight has boots, has Earthshock. Okay, they still found the kill. AVULUS is going to get their playmaking items, the blink on DK, the blink on the Sand King, which is just emerged now, and they'll force you to lose your map. So ideally, if you could make plays earlier, it would be nice, and a play like that is necessary. Getting a quick kill on Morana.
Halberd. That will be very nice for a little bit of time. Yeah, Schofield. Well, he's here. So.
I am actually quite surprised that he's going forward here. This Observer ward that's behind the tier 1 tower, that's his ward. And he actually scouted 2 of the heroes coming forward. So this is a little bit surprising from Schofield that that happened. And now they're also pressuring middle. Analog.
Yeah, very disciplined disengage there from AVULUS. I don't know if they actually had to do that, but they were anticipating a massive rotation from Heroic. Not giving him the opportunity to fly.
Actually just waveforms forward. Analog does find the 2 hero series chains here. They're looking for Fly, but the epicenter combination with the Power Strike is going to be there. KJ with the escape back. Make sure Yuma doesn't take too much damage. Taking the Beast back onto Shibe. The Sand King is down. Stolen Sand King form to stun up Smiling Knight. He's held in place with the Wheel of Wonder. Has to stop escaping this fight. Does have the Enrage, but with they waveform forward, Yuma has the right-click damage. He cannot venture north through the Darkseer wall.
And if you don't want to find kills on DK, I mean, that's not necessarily something you have to do, as we see a dead Morana bottom, probably. Oh, nice footwork from Desire.
But unfortunately, the
Cute
form... Wait,
attempt.
did he get a
Not
stolen arrow? No, that was a real arrow into Yuma. Stolen arrow didn't connect, but doesn't matter. They still find the kill.
No second life now. Zibe, however, getting a lot of valuable info here. King Jungles is screwed. He get more, though.
Yeah, Power Strike, arrow will connect as well, so they will be able to find King Jungles. Yuma, sadly, not able to find Revenge. Even Whisper TP bottom, but everybody's out from AVULUS already. By the way, he did change his build.
We're going to smoke across the map and try to find another opening. But
Fortunately, Fly
Yuma
read
had
the
other
move.
plans.
Fly read the move, was able to block this. Actually, Smiling Knight stuck around. They might get caught with the searing. Oh my goodness, did both of the creeps tank the searing chains? Are you kidding me? No, Enrage, never mind. He just had the status resist, he got out. Fly invis for a moment with the Moonlight Shadow. They don't have any further reveal here. There will finally be a sentry drop down. They get the Wheel of Wonder out with the vacuum onto Ursa. He's gonna end up being killed. Desire unable to open up the space here as Yuma with the stolen Starfall gets the double kill onto the Morana as well. That was, I thought the Ursa was going to be able to escape with Fly breaking the smoke, but unfortunately, the chase is too good from Heroic.
Oh, Zibe too now. Are they going to get him as well?
Starfall misses. Do they have
Detection?
reveal? Where's the reveal? Dust? It
There's the dust.
doesn't
Yeah,
connect.
he's dead.
Oh, he went back into the dust range. I think he was just outside of the dust range with the Sandstorm, but as he wandered back in, easy reveal, easy kill. A third kill in this skirmish all across the map for Yuma. Are they going to get away with this? They don't even scan for this. Sind, man, this is a big risk, but so far, Hasn't been caught out just
Yuma.
yet.
This is
Yuma on
big.
the high ground. Yuma's the first one caught out. Arrow's going to connect onto him. Do they have the damage to kill him? Not just yet. There's the power strike, but he's still alive. Able to wait for him out. Whisper's going to be the one that falls first. Schofield now going to eat the rage of this Ursa and find himself ripped to shreds. 2 for nothing. They get the priority target out, but they still are losing heroes. Analog, he's going to get scouted
under
by an
a ward.
observer ward. He's TPing out. Sibe doesn't power strike him. He was
actually
in the
corner.
trees.
The ward couldn't see him.
Oh my god. That's actually
That
crazy.
single tree saved his life. I mean, it's obviously deliberate that he's TPing in that corner, but... Well, they couldn't kill the Morph because of his shard. He did survive. But he also, like we talked about, he gets hit multiple times by the Ursa and exit the fight completely.
Here they come. Wheel of Wonder. Smiling Knight does manage to grab the Aegis. Analog cannot remove it. And immediately King Jungles ends up losing his life. They do take away the Aegis though with Analog and Yuma. But it's only these 2 cores that are fighting in this fight. They need backup. They need allies. They get the roots out onto Shibe. Look at the right click damage from Yuma.
No way.
Waveform up. Not going to be able to kill him. However, Schofield is there with the Avalanche. They make sure that Shibe does go down. Schofield on the chase, hoping to grab Mobe, toss him back into the team. But Mobe blinked in the opposite direction because the other observer ward scouts nobody. So they'll ping that. Oh my god, Mobe just blinked forward. He does still have the BKB, however, he could still die here. The avatars will be there onto 2. It's Morana and the DK. They don't care about no Morana. We want the Dragon Knight and we will find him.
Smoke again.
Heroic. They're in trouble because AVULUS are going to smoke themselves. Let's see if they can actually find a decent initiation. It's going to be the first jump from Schofield in tandem with the vacuum. They will rip Schofield almost apart. He buys time with the Yules, and now in comes the wall from the stocks here. Yuma, BKB active, putting pressure in onto Smiling Knight, forcing him back within the vase. Analog with himself and Yuma able to hold down and kill or fly on this Elder Titan. Well, Wave is pretty far back, and they already have the mid lane. But I do not think that Heroic have any reason to retreat right now. But Mobe, he jumps in, finds the Ember Spirit. Do they have the damage to kill him? He's still alive for now. Unfortunately, Smiling Knight just hasn't been able to rip through him. Finally, he does. Ember Spirit will go down. Yuma also going to be privy to the damage of this Ursa. Big vacuum coming in from the docks here. What's going to be the follow-up? Wheel of Wonder is going to be there with the right click coming out from Yuma. Everybody else now needs to run. Will they be able to keep this chase? Analog throwing in the remnants forward, but he finished his last one. And with the Moonlight Shadow, they'll be able to find this retreat. Sibe, he barrel struck back into the team. Okay,
Double buybacks.
getting a reveal out of them. Double buybacks from AVULUS. Mobe getting the stun out onto Analog, but the vacuum of Whisper stops them putting in the damage onto the Ember Spirit. Analog will continue to live. Shout out to the dogs here, man.
Gotta look for that. You can tell from Heroic. Oh, Zibe, this is...
Today, he barrel struck forward. That... And he BK. Oh, it's a 6-second. It doesn't really matter.
He
But
felt very safe going for that.
I thought you were supposed to be a grizzly bear, not a teddy bear. Do no damage. Mobe and Zibe, they're going in though. They want Analog, the easier target potentially. Do they have the damage? His BKB hasn't come out just yet. They kill him. 2 minutes in the grave, but now he's going to buy back, return into the fray. Smiling Knight, in the meantime, almost died. Analog reaching forward on the high ground, unable to catch up to him just yet, though. They do find and kill Sibe. He does not have buyback, of course. Expended all of his gold to finish the refresher. So it makes it a 1-for-1. However, with the buyback, they're still going to be able to claim the mega creeps for Heroic. What can they do without their primary team fighter? Yuma steals the Sand King form and dies immediately. He's on very high edge at the moment. Can they punish him upon the respawn? Yuma does have the BKB, swaps it back in, going forward, pops it, trying to man fight here versus Fly and the Ursa. Fly gets himself back, Ursa finds himself being nullified, Avalanche, waveform, and kill. Mobe, there's no way he gets into the base without putting damage in the opposite direction. They buy back on Ursa, but what can you do? Mobe does have Blink, but doesn't have BKB. Now he doesn't have Dragon Form. Now they don't have tier 4s. AVULUS still 45 seconds, no Sand King, the numerical disadvantage. Can they fight back against it? Smiling Knight went forward. There's going to be the Avalanche, the Hex, the kill. He is down, died back. He goes away for good. The game is called as GG is thrown in by AVULUS. Sindarin, for the first time in the last 3 days, you and I are going to a game 3. Dota's a hard game. Dota's a hard game.
is.
These kind of situations do happen. You can't focus 100% all the time.
But if you look at these kill scores, like this Radiant, or excuse me, this Dire lineup from AVULUS, 12 kills in this game. Pango is a great choice for Analog here. Full-on combo break. a hero that can get through all of these walls of stuns and garbage and break open the fight for Heroic. I think this was an excellent choice for their last hero. Yeah, that was part of the pick. They know for a fact that Zibe will have a good start, so this way they can, as you said, free up Desire to do whatever he wants. And let's see what that's going to be. Well, First Blood will go the way of Fly, killing Schofield. Desire actually TP'd in for this.
From Desire. Now level 5 on the Tidehunter, absolutely in no danger of dying. And of course, his dutiful support, creating some farm opportunities. And mid lane, they were thinking about going in with the Rolling Thunder, with the Cold Feet, but they don't. Instead, we do find a young Fissure blocking in KJ's and retreat. There will be a Blood Grenade, Tame the Beast, and he ticks out. Fly now on his second kill of the game.
All right, they're actually going to try on Zibe. They're bringing Analog. They've had enough of this shit. Let's see if they can kill him.
All right.
Oh, they missed the swatch.
Got Ravage
That's not
this
a
time
good
around
start.
as well. Rolling Thunder comes through. He does have an amplified damage rune, but it bounces him just below the low ground. Okay, if he bounced low ground, he survives 100%, but that exact bounce means that he does end up dead. Analog, shout out to him with the amplified damage and the rotation. But instead, though, they're going back in onto Shebe. 3 heroes in once more. Ravage is going to be committed by him this time around. Will he escape? I'm not sure. Analog doesn't have access to an amplified damage rune. The Fissure will block the access for the Morph and the Ancient Apparition, but it should still lead to the death of Shebe. If they can find one more bounce, Shield Crash, still gets it.
Purged up. This is an early Diffusal Blade here from Analog.
Yes, indeed. They have Rolling Thunder, but Morphling still has to make his way over here, and there is a Ravage available. Shebe getting bounced around. Morphling is here right now. Stole the Tidehunter form, put in the Gush, the Anchor Smash, and a couple right clicks. This should lead to the death on the Tide. Nobody coming in time to protect him.
Taking some sort of initiative in this game, because I feel like their 4 heroes can actually do a lot while Medusa farms. The rest of their lineup is
Heroic is going first though, because they find Desire. They know that they want to be doing stuff now. They have a Blink on Whisper. Analog has a decent set of items and some good gold, so why not put some aggression on the map? They find another kill. Oh, it's so funny. Every time. Mid lane, Analog going in with the Rolling Thunder, catching out Mobe. He does have a Blink Dagger, but of course being disabled. Does have to be careful. There is a Tidehunter behind him. There's going to be a Blink forward with Mobe. Ravage catching on the 3 through the Bloodsport Arena. Whisper needs to get the hell out of here. Desire drop the Echo Slam onto Schofield, but Sko is still alive. Hookshots away onto a creep wave. He will remain living. Whisper drop behind a spear onto Mobe to prevent his chase. And somehow, no one dies there? Okay.
Yeah, that was super good outcome for Heroic.
Smiling Knight's playing Medusa. He's chilling, but he might be dead here because they've taken a 3-hero twin gate rotation from Heroic. And here they come. They will not be scouted by this Observer Ward. Very nice preemptive smoke. Can they find the vision? Here goes Schofield with the jetpack. He bought the shot. He wants an angle for the hook shot. Who's he gonna find? Well, they'll settle for a kill onto Fly. Even if they get it at all, he actually managed to get out for now. Fissure thrown back onto Schofield. Schofield's the one that's falling low, and help with the Will of Wonder. They find the kill. Smiling Knight makes it a double. Throwing in the damage thanks to the Mystic Snake, the Wheel of Wonder, the Fissure.
You know, the Clockwork doesn't jump Ringmaster there, and you miss the AO because you didn't cog, or you got caught off guard by the Whoopee Cushion. When you go for the Tide down bottom, you're going to land that AO every time.
Speaking of, Mobe,
behind
he
the
wandered
tower.
straight into a sentry ward next to the tier 2 tower. He gets eviscerated. Okay, they do manage to get the Ancient Apparition kill, but definitely not worth it. And they've also caught up to Smiling Knight. Thankfully, there is access to the Stone Gaze. Desire also laid out the Fissure. And that Fissure, though, gets stolen as Yuma took away his form, trying to catch up to Fly. The Rocket Flare will slow him down for now. There will be that 4-star forward. However, a spear back will ensure that this man is dead. That's unfortunate. Let me know in chat if you know Roddy Ridge. Yeah, he has a song called The Box, which was like major a couple of years ago. Top lane, they're going on to Whisper. He does not have a box for himself. He's probably just going to die, but maybe they turn this around. Ice Blast did connect, but the escape art is there for Mobe. That being said, he also got connected into with the Cold Feet. He's on the high ground, but eventually gets brought down by Schofield. Burns him away with the young battery assault. Desire turning his attention around towards the rest of Radiant side. Drops a Fissure. Just wants to get back. They know there's no hook shot. They know that the jetpack has already been utilized. And they might not even get the tier 1 because they're smoking AVULUS. They're coming to defend this.
And they might find a jump here. Oh, it's Yuma breaking it. They're not going to go in. Okay.
Rogue
Whisper
even
gets the
steals the
rune.
amplified damage rune.
Anchor.
Will get the spear back. Wheel of Wonder right behind him. He's actually going to lose quite a bit of HP here. That being said, can they actually do enough to kill him? A lot of damage from Smiling Knight will be there, and the Medusa does find the engagement. Fly, of course, going to be getting the credit for a kill. Yeah.
Oh, what do you know? Awkward
About to
with
see
the
a fight
axe.
just happen as well. Schofield goes in, but they also find the initiation onto Fly. They need to kill this Ringmaster, and they've got him. He's out of the fight. Analog chasing forward with the Rolling Thunder. On the back edge, there is a Ravage, stunning up multiple heroes, but now Whisper going into the arena. He wants to get away from this Medusa. Spears her towards a wall as the Morphling tries to put in the right-click damage, but realizes it's just not enough on the other side of the fight. Schofield gets caught into by the Tiny and Shibe. So 2 heroes will be removed from the fight.
What isn't hopeless is to try to fight again immediately while Ravage is down. Fly again. Should be on the receiving end.
Try to bring on the Ringmaster. Escape
Might
out
live.
will keep him alive for now, but it's no longer available for the rest of the team. The Rolling Thunder is not that great from the Pango, but he does come in on the backside. The backstab kills off Fly. Towards the western side, Desire doing his best to run away from the fray as an Ice Blast lands onto Mobay, forcing a BKB out of the Tiny. Smiling Knight now finding himself in the midst of all these Radiant heroes, but like you said, they pretend he doesn't exist. What is that there? Is that John Cena in the middle of the fray? I have no idea. We're not going to fight him.
It's hard to chin there. Very awkward area. Yuma. Break the smoke.
Not the most
Straight up
palatable
goes in.
target. He actually waveform forward, trying to kill off Fly. Fly does get the escape out, but dies to the rocket flare on the back line. Yuma, though, taking damage from the Eye of Skadi. Smiling Knight doing what he can. Desire blocks off the retreat as well. So they maybe kill the Morphling. He waveforms onto the high ground, though. At the same time, Schofield puts in the hook shot on the far side of the fissure to ensure that they can kill off this Earthshaker. Pango, though, did go down on the eastern part of the fight.
Oh, nice
We need to
whip.
get out of here. Schofield nicely cancelled. Make sure he can't TP out with the Tame the Beast. However, he does still have the jetpack as well as access to these cogs, trying to get out. Sibe chases him, so does Mobay. They find the additional kill. Schofield ends up going down. It's a 2-for-1 affair.
We'll definitely kill this guy. Without blinking an eye. Analog.
Analog, though.
Trade. Fly with
In
the
with the
force.
Rolling Thunder. Goes actually right back in towards Mobay. Mobay does have access to the BKB, probably going to have to pop it. Wheel of Wonder going in the opposite direction for Analog and this Morphling. Ravage also connects onto both of them. Desire gives them the additional stun. All they need is the damage, and Smiling Knight will provide. It's going to be another kill onto the Pangolier. The arena was dropped down by Whisper, but only to facilitate a retreat. The question is, can they successfully do so? Fissure from Desire.
Even the tide.
Well, you're about to have an example of that. They're going bottom. They got Whisper. He does have a BKB, but
He is
he
holding
is
it.
dead. Okay. He's very brave about this.
Wow,
The Medusa's
alright.
not here. She's in the river. She's in the river, so they didn't have the physical damage. Now they may be looking to turn this around. Schofield finds the hook shot forward onto Sebe, but he gets out the Ravage first, under 3. Mobay jumps in as well with the Echo Slam. Unfortunately, as I said, there's no Medusa, so they don't have the damage to take this fight. AVULUS caught lacking on the lower side of the map and get punished heavily by Heroic.
Costs so many resources to get so little reward later. It's incredibly good the first and the second one. After that, a lot of the time it's not really good. Analog does get off the roll up. We'll get out.
Should be fine. He's actually going aggressively towards Mobay here. Analog does not want to play with fear in this moment. He knows that Yuma is there to supply him with backup. They're going in onto the Tiny. There's going to be the arena with the spear. Waveform forward. They've already brought down Desire. Mobay connects into as well. A double kill for Yuma. Smiling Knight has already triggered the Stone Gaze in, but they didn't go onto him. I think they didn't have the vision. He went into the Silver Edge. There's no gem available, unfortunately, on the Pango.
Well, with Aegis expiring, this would be a good moment to hit for AVULUS if they could find the angle, but Smiling Knight will get in. They get the Hex on
They
the Mars.
cancel the blink on the Tiny. The Ravage did come out. Waveform forward. They blow up the Ringmaster. Immediate buyback from AVULUS. Shibe, in the midst of all these heroes, will find himself getting right-clicked down by the Morphling. And since Mobay was controlled from the start, finally they come back in to finish him off. The Spear of Mars pushes the Medusa towards the corner. Long-range escape back will try to keep her alive. She's doing her utmost. There's an arena right around her. She does not have access to the Stone Gaze. She does not have access to any allies. And now she has no access to a life. Triple kill for Yuma. It's not even over because Analog is in the base, bringing down Fly and forcing a dieback on the Ringmaster. Let's see if I can get past here, though. It's only sentries on the ground. Fly will be the first one out. Poor Fly. Dead yet again without buyback. 50 seconds. And by that time, how much of the base will still remain? They do make the jump out onto the clockwork, but immediately Wind Waker up, gets himself away, so he's gonna be fine. Jump forward after by Shibe as well. They really wanted to get this. Even permitted their Hex onto this clockwork. The illusions beating down onto the clock. Analog waiting, he goes in. There's the Rolling Thunder on the backline, doing massive interruption. But mostly just to make sure that his heroes can retreat safely. But here they come, Arena with the Silver Edge. They demolish this Tidehunter. Smiling Knight does manage to get off the Medusa Stone Gaze, but she needs help to get back into the base. Nice fissure from Yuma. Unfortunately, it came too late to block in the Medusa, so there's no point pursuing Mobe with the last vestiges of his BKB. They've got what they wanted, a lane of Rax top, an easy kill on the core, and there's no reason to stop because Yuma also stole the Morphling Earthshaker form with an Aghanim Scepter, so he's feeling super strong. There's going to be the Echo though on the back line, but where's the damage? Smiling Knight goes forward, but it's not enough. In the meantime, Yuma goes to the back line, almost solo kills Desire and Fly. They save each other. The Arena though will make sure that Mobe has no opportunity for salvation of his own. Ice Blast connects as well. He goes down. Nullifier connects into the Medusa too. She has no Stone Gaze, she has no BKB, and she will not have a life very shortly. And then as she dies, without buyback, this should, Cinderin, be the GG and see Heroic maintaining their position in PGL Wallachia Season 4, unless some miracle happens from AVULUS.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what hope they're holding on to right now. The only hero that's about to be able to respawn is the Tide in 20 seconds, but they don't have any damage, so looks like Schofield is going to go on an exploration mission here, trying to figure out what's behind the fountain. It's over. GG. Heroic will survive. If you want to count the org and you count the history of the org, I guess Aurora has been more SCA, but I'm trying to just go off the top of my head now with all the remaining teams. I believe there was only the one SCA team in Talon, right? And there was the one SA team in Heroic.